All right, so I hope everything is going well with you. And after we're done with each presentation, then I can maybe deliver some announcement regarding P4G in Colombia. So let's start with Team 1. Team 1, could you please start with your presentation?
Yeah, give me a few seconds. Can you all see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, here I am. And very good day to you all. So this is Amali from Team 1, and yeah, unfortunately we have only now 2 members except myself, YCD. So yeah, I'll just share what we have done so far and what we want to do actually. So yeah, let's see. So the action model, yeah, as you all know now, so the short-term goal was publishing an e-magazine to promote awareness. So yes, we have preparing for the next issue of the magazine, which is the second issue. So yeah, though I wanted to publish it by May, but since we don't have many team members and unfortunately the existing members are not very cooperative. I know they have their own schedules, even by myself. I have my own schedules, but I think, yes, we need to put more efforts to see the final outcomes. But anyhow, I'll do my best to, bring the outcome by the June. So yes, actually one of our member, Tima, she has shared some of her stories to the magazine. So by myself, I am preparing a short article about forest-based bioeconomy just to give an insight or introduction to the readers, because I'm sure though the people who are in the field, or the youth like us, those who are reading and interest in the environmental issues, maybe they have the knowledge, or even some of us is still a lack of the knowledge, or maybe we are not very clear about what is forest-based bioeconomy. So I thought it's good to add a short story here. And I have reached out to some youth, especially in Sri Lanka. For example, one is it was Voice for Earth, a girl, actually she's doing very interesting podcast with youth activities all around the world. So I wanted to interview her, but I didn't receive any response from her. But hopefully. And so yeah, so we are, in summary, we are working on the magazine. And next, yes, I was actually repeating and mentioning this about education materials, but we couldn't finish this because I didn't receive anything from Nepal side and from Iran. Oh, actually Mohammed currently he's in German, I think Berlin. So it's very hard to communicate with him due to time gap. He said he's not unable to do any meeting. He's unable to do meetings, and so yeah. So I was thinking instead of publishing a separate set of education materials like posters or any kind of documents, maybe we can add this as a part of our magazine. So then that will reduce the workload. I have to still talk with Seema and to see what's her opinion, since Muhammad is not able to communicate. So yeah, we will see this. If it is difficult to get the materials from other languages, I'll do my best to go with maybe Sinhala, my native language, and English as a start. And then if any of you like, I think I remember someone said she can help me with the Spanish. So yeah, we can go with those 3 languages first. And the second part is, yeah, I think I've mentioned this one also during the last meeting. So publishing a research report on environmental literacy. So well, I'm doing from my side, focusing on Sri Lanka, because that's what I can do as a Sri Lankan. I can research and get an idea about the situation or the level of literacy in my country. Of course, I can do research about other countries, but I think it's easy to start with our own nation. So, and why I am trying to do this, I thought, to do any of, before we do any of products or anything, actually, it's important to understand existing knowledge level on overall environment, and then environmental issues. And also it's also important to identify the resources where students receive information, or where they hear or learn about environmental, and what have they learned, and so on. And also to see if there are any gaps, and whether it's possible from us, as youth activities, from our perspectives, from our knowledge, whether it's possible to share some suggestions, or maybe trying to be a help to fill those gaps. So that's why I thought maybe we can do this kind of research paper. Of course, when it comes to research paper, when we hear that doing a research, it's quite a big deal, right? Especially for the graduate students and doctorate students and so on. But this is not going to be that kind of big project. Just we are using the existing information, and then based on the information that we can find goes online, and if possible, like talking to people, then we're going to kind of present a summary, including our suggestions. So that's kind of just a very short and simple paper. So I'm not sure whether if you have any suggestions to name this differently rather than saying a research paper. Maybe yes, please let me know. So yeah, I believe that it's important, enhancing environmental literacy. It's really important to protect nature and involve in actions, climate actions, and also then that will help people to know that what they can do actually as individuals. So to do that, we have to know where they are currently, and then we can reach out to them. Of course, we should have done this first, but I'm glad at least we came with this idea now. Maybe we might not be able to finish all of these before the Colombian conference, but still, I think GYCC it's not the end for GYCC, right? GYCC will continue. So maybe we can continue these ideas with the next year projects and so on. But I'll do my best to present whatever my findings, probably by June, at least the draft. And yes, the final paper before the conference. Just of course, because I don't have other information. I mean, it would be great if I can do, but with the time limitation and my schedules, I might not be able to cover all the region, all the countries in the South Asia. I'll ask help from Sima to cover Nepal, if it's possible. Yeah, we will see it. So that's all from our side, actually. Yeah, this is just to give you an idea about the situation in Sri Lanka. So this shows actually major source of information for environmental knowledge of undergraduates in actually public universities, and OUSL means Open University of Sri Lanka. So as you can see, mainly they receive information from school, right? So we can see the school education or the school curriculum is really important in upgrading environmental literacy and educating especially children, because they are the future of every nation. But it's still because through them we can in a way educate their parents, and we can kind of motivate them to engage in whatever the possible environmental climate actions for them. So I think this is really useful for us when we are also preparing education materials. So I think we can reach out to schools and check our curriculums, to see what they have and what we need to do and so on. So like this, so in the whether it's a research paper or just information paper, so in there I hope to add informations like this. So what are the resources they find information in environment, and how aware they are, and whether they have any experience of environmental actions, and whether they prefer to involve in youth activities or something like that, and then what kind of suggestions that we can present for them. Of course, when it comes to a country, it's a big area. So currently I'm thinking to focus on 2 provinces, because we have 9 provinces in Sri Lanka. So I'm afraid that I might not be able to cover all the provinces. And considering the existing information, maybe that would be a bit difficult. But anyway, so we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you updated. So this is from team 1, and if you have any suggestions or any feedbacks, please feel free to share. So thank you very much for your attention.
Yes, thank you, Molly. And yeah, always thank for your great contribution to Team 1. And I know that like you need more contribution from each member. So since we're trying to reactivize Youth Lab, so if they can help you, team 1 or any other team who needs more help, that'd be great. So yeah, we just had a Youth Lab meeting last week, and we're kind of contacting each department of Youth Lab within this week. So that I hope that makes some changes in all teams. Yeah, thank you. And I think there is no one from team 2. I'm kind of trying to lead their meetings soon. So for probably from next month, I hope team 2 can deliver their presentation as well. All right, so I think we can move on to team 3. I see Yoko here. Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, actually, our team is was really busy with um the midterms. So it was actually quite slow process. So we're still like really waiting for the people we contacted with. Yeah, I was also hoping that if you guys also have any like things that to update us with, because I if I remember correctly in the last meeting, you guys discussed that you guys can also help us how to move forward with our project, and because especially our project has a bit too high ambitions apparently. But then because my team is not really here, but I can also say that we can also connect with just say like from my own perspective that it's possible to connect with my own organizations and really showcase our project with those organizations as well, because a lot of our first so our project is really similar to what I mean, at least again how I shouldn't say we now that I said a lot of like parallel things that we're working with like when it comes to reforestation projects. It's very similar to what like the people I see what they're doing in my organization. So maybe like maybe changing a bit of gear and like focus on specifically reforestation projects and like combine them all. So maybe like changing a bit. So instead of conducting private sector, we could also maybe like really to like combine like these projects together, and maybe instead of pledge, maybe we can just show our projects to other youth to see how like we can move forward with this pledge with maybe like sign arms from these organizations. Like they don't. So from my perspective, like I'm actually quite heavily involved with people from Africa instead of the people in Asia or North America. So maybe we can also leverage their voice from Africa because they're from like developing countries and they do need more support in their reforestation projects. Maybe we can also have combined those within our pledge and really show like there's a gap. I mean, it's not really a gap, but they need more like support in global south or developing countries. So maybe we can also like have a bit more emphasis on like the young people from those countries, and we combine those and maybe like I don't know, like just one suggestion, just how we get it we move forward. Just because I found some I found I connect with some organizations that like really work on like on similar topics. So yeah, just some suggestions. Just that my team a bit slow. So yeah, maybe it's kind of better to change a bit of direction just because the climate change conference is kind of really the I mean one of the important conferences really like coming up soon. I mean I'm not going, so maybe it's somewhere that we can really discuss and really move forward, like combine like yeah our projects with other ones, so we can move forward a bit faster. But yeah, that's it for me. Nothing much to report. Just changing something that could be that could work maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Thank you. So, actually the internet connection wasn't very clear, so Yoko was kind of cut off from my side, but as I understood, like your team has changed your team's action plan a little bit, so you're like not only private sector but also like youth organization you're trying to contact to. So yeah, I think that's a great idea, and it'd be great if you can clarify more details on the action plan progress on Padlet, and also if you can just send me a message regarding that, that'd be great for me to understand and yeah. All right, thank you. And all right, I think now we can move on to team 4. So, Gown or Bright? Who want to present?
Hello.
Hi.
Yes. Can I please share my screen?
Yeah, I think you can do it now.
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Hello guys. Good day. I'll just give a brief update on Team 4 on how we are managing and how we are moving on to try to prepare for these youth environmental exchange program. Remember, the other day we are presenting that we are preparing to have a youth environmental exchange program for 3 countries, being Botswana, Egypt, and Korea, because these are the 3 countries where we have now representatives in our group 4 in the GYCC. So like we said, the goal of this youth exchange program will be to have an virtual exchange for opportunities to continue with the mission of GYCC by really trying to share ideas and information on youth climate activists and providing them with deeper understanding of the deforestation and desertification in Africa or in our region, and also to provide the different participants with a chance to have diverse environment to share their insights and knowledge as a way of knowledge sharing. So one thing that we have been able to update is the themes of our discussions. The theme 1 that we will have is to encourage youth to work with indigenous communities or rural areas to combat desertification, to promote reforestation. So under these different themes, there are different sub-themes on how these will really help us or them to also reach their goal. The other theme is to understand the impact of deforestation. So this is just to explore the causes and consequences, to also have solutions and alternatives on how to really deal with this kind of environmental to deal with this environmental practice or detail that's really affecting most of the environment. So the other theme is empowering youth action for forest protection, mainly to deal with awareness and advocacy, to be able to run and explore communicative strategies, social media campaigns, and educational innovatives for them to be able to fight against deforestation, and also have collaborative efforts and or initiatives whereby youth can work with other stakeholders or other community groups to be able to deal with this issue as a collective. Because dealing with something as a collective, you are able to reap more rewards and also to really understand more, and also to build partnerships and networks among the communities or the partnerships. So this one is the time slot or time frame that I presented the other day, that really just sums up how we envisage the day to be. Just shows that we'll be having opening presentation, the main discussion. We'll also have resolutions and networking session. We'll also give the participants a chance to give us feedback and insights, and also share some experiences that we are able to really see that this is something that can be shared among the communities or the participants, that we can also be part of the discussions that we're gonna have. So basically, this is just our updated plan, and it shows what we really envisage to do and how to really go about it. I think it's also important to know that we are still in the planning stage. We also once in a while try to panel beat and try to correct maybe where we feel like it's not coming out clear. So this is the submission of team 4. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Like it's great to see how themes were clarified into 3 sections. And also if, as you said, you're still on the planning stage. So as a reminder to every team, our action plan needs to be done by the August. So it'd be great if you can like start like realizing your action plan. So, and I think if you can if you can promote your team's action plan, that GYGF, on GYCC website, that would be really nice. But however, our website has been closed for a while, and that will be reopened once the new PCO is selected. But that process is going on with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they told us that new PCO will be selected around June or July. So right after that, we will request to help us with reopening our website. So maybe then you can use our website as a promotion channel. But before that, it would be also nice if you can just open another Instagram channel, or you can also use our Instagram that already exists. So yeah, I'd like to know more about like how it will be realized in the future, maybe in June or July. Yeah, thank you. And if any other have feedbacks to team, all the teams that had presented their action plan progress, please leave it on chat. All right, so thank you, team 4. And can we move on to team 5?
Hello. I'm sorry I can't open my camera because I'm in the dorms. My internet is quite shaky and unstable. But hi, I'm Frances from Team 5, and like here's our action plan timeline. So last month we researched information for the mangrove educational materials. Then this month, we were able to draft the mangrove educational material, and we hope the next month we can finalize and finish the educational material for pitching for our stakeholders or sponsors. So for our May action plan, so we were able to draft an educational material for different levels. Level 1 is for like primary to grade school students. Level 2 would be for high school and somewhat new students in college. And for the third level, it would be more deep researches about what our action plan is and what mangroves are about. So Rachel has also done our educational material tracker. So we have like a master Google not Google Sheets, Google document wherein we put everything we are talking about in a meeting. We do meetings with the three of us since not all members are active. So we do meetings every week or every like other week. So we could have like an update on our educational material. So in that Google document, we have like our minutes of the meeting, and then Rachel did a part in that document as a tracker. So we have like a separate Google document for every educational material. And again, next month, we hope to finish the educational material and pitch it to our stakeholders. So yeah, that's it for Team 5. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And it's really, I think that's a really great idea to have all the process on the Google document. So yeah. And also like your team YCD asked us for like if there's any other way that we can support financially, because I know that each team's action plan might need more financial aid. But actually, as of now, it's kind of hard from our side because like um most of our budget might be used for like supporting participants like accommodation or flight tickets for P4G. So we're not sure with the financial aid from our sides, but we'll also ask to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs with that issue. But yeah, but it would be also nice if each team asked or like try to find any other option that you can get some financial aid for your action plan. All right, so thank you for Team 5 with sharing your action plans. And all right, let's move on our last team, but not least, Team 6. Right, who will present in Team 6? All right.
Okay, can you hear my voice? I'll make the presentation.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So recently we have been arranging a weekly meeting with our team. We are discussing the progress of our action model plans, and currently we have around 6 members kind of active now. So as you know that our action model now is about the Paramo ecosystem and promoting its importance. So we are trying to help protecting these areas and say very important areas and ecosystem in the Latin Americas. And we are doing that by using the social media. So by spreading raise the awareness for the importance of this ecosystem. And also, we are trying to make some kind of collaboration with the organization that working in the same field. So recently, we have finished establishing the social media platform, mainly the Facebook and the Instagram page. This is the logs of the page of the Facebook. I will share also this link later in the group, so you can all like it and check it from time to time. And this is also the Instagram. Still, we are growing. We don't have this much followers, but also I'll share it in the group. I hope you all can make some likes and comments when we start sharing the post. Then we also discussed how the content should look like and what we should focus on and what will be the strategy of the posting and using this social media. So mainly it will be look like this. It's like this is one of the examples, but we will be using the infographics. So all our posts will be infographics based. So that will be attracting the users instead of the classic writing post. We thought this is more attractive. In both, that will be in Instagram and the Facebook, probably. I will be sharing we will be sharing the facts and some kind of information about the Paramo ecosystem. Yeah, the next step will be growing these social medias, and also find out how we can collaborate with the NGOs, as I mentioned before. We found some of the NGOs working in Latin Americas, but like they are not active currently, or they have like kind of internal issues and instruction in their formal hierarchy or something like that. So still we are looking for kind of organization. If you know some of these organization, or you have some relation, you can share it with us also. That will be very helpful. And yes, share with us your feedback when we start posting these social medias. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you. And yeah, I think maybe media department can upload your team's SNS or Facebook links on GYCC Instagram, so that I hope that helps with promoting your SNS. And yeah, it's really nice to see those like card use or your realized SNS platform. And I think yeah, I haven't sent you the action plan like summary format. I promise that I'm gonna send it to you like by today, so that any other team who have changed their action plan can re-upload your team's changed plan on there. And then I will make it into another version of action plan summary and send it to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs so that they can see how we're doing on our action plans from each team. All right, so I think we're done with each team's action plan presentation, and I thought there will be policy proposals team policy proposal TF team's presentation, but I don't think the team leader is here. Paul seems to not yeah, he's not here. So maybe Leon, do you know anything about their progress in policy proposal team, or any other like TF team member here can say about it? Yeah, Leon, are you there? I thought Angela was here, but she had some other things to do, so she just went out. Yeah. Or I can just say them to deliver a message regarding that so that everyone can see their updates. Because I know that they just had a meeting before this GYCC Youth Academy today, so they have some updates to say us. So, yeah, I think that'll be enough for.
Maybe I can update on their behalf.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, so what happened is that we now sort of.
Oh, I think she's cut off. Yeah, I think we can wait for a moment. And while she's coming in, like just to summarize some updates from our side and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the P4G at Colombia will be like the main session of GYCC will be on 21st of September, but the exact period for our whole plan has not been decided yet, but that the whole period might be around like that day, the 21st of September. So yeah, we will update you as soon as we get to know the exact period for our whole session. And yeah, and also the PCO will be the main, like they always help us with booking the flight tickets and also some visa issues or accommodation, but the PCO hasn't been selected yet, but Ministry of Foreign Affairs are on the stage of selecting the PCO. So yeah, we will also update regarding that issue. All right, so I think Rachel is here now. Could you?
Yes, sorry. So I got cut off. So
Yeah,
what
no
happened
problem.
is,
Could you keep going?
we created the Word documents, and then we sort of have it in different parts. So right now, the group has to decide which part we want to do further research on, and then we will touch base again end of this month.
I think your microphone is not that clear.
Oh, is
yeah.
this clearer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what happened is we have the Word documents out, and the team members has to select the parts we want to research on, and we will regroup again end of this month.
All right. Thank you. So you have one document out already?
No. We have the bone of the document, but we
Got
will
it.
have to do further research, so we have to
Uh,
select which one we want to do. Yeah.
All right, thank you. So, once I get some just at least the draft of the document from the TF team, I will just share it right away to all the participants here in GYCC. And yes, thank you, Rachel, for sharing it. And Lei asked, what does PCO stand for? So PCO is Professional Convention Organizer. So they're the one who helped us last GYCC in Seoul, like all the accommodation and flight tickets, those who contact with you, all of you. So, but as the PCO has to be reselected every year. Yeah, so we're kind of going through that process again. So yeah. And I think there's no more question on the chat. Do you guys have any other feedback or question today? All right, if not, I think we can finish. And before we go, I think it would be great if we can take a screenshot all together. Yeah, even if you cannot turn on your camera, maybe since today is May Youth Academy, we can post 5. Yeah, all right. If you can turn on your camera, it would be great if you just show some emoji on the shaking hands that has 5 fingers on it. So yeah, all right. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you guys. See you next month, and I hope I
Thank
can
you.
update more about our GYCC things within a month before we see next month. Yeah.
Sorry,
Thank you,
Dave.
everyone.
Sorry. I thought you said we will hear from Paul of the Policy TF team.
Pardon?
Weren't we going to hear from Paul, the Policy TF team, about the progress or something? I thought you mentioned it in the beginning, so that's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that, but I don't think Paul wasn't able to make it. So
Okay.
yeah, but I will ask him one more time so that he can send us a message regarding that. And probably from the next month, I can ask him to come in and tell us how the progress is going on.
Sure. Okay then. Have a nice
Thank you,
day. Bye.
everyone. Thank you for coming today.